So San Diego Comic Con is next month, which I still can't believe, honestly. Like, it just feels like the year has just been flying by. And the first thing I always think about with San Diego Comic Con this year is, of course, the Jada Toys action figures, but mainly their Mega Man line, since you guys know that's like my favorite line like currently going on. And that's the one that I'm really excited for. And I wanted to actually, I guess, get you caught up on the updates because there was like a huge update going on with Toy Migos. Shout out to them, but they did like a huge like interview with June on all of like the Jada action figure lines, and I thought I would like do a separate video here for the Mega Man line and give you all of the highlights that's been going on with it and give you my thoughts on the line too, like currently. Just because I felt like it was something that I didn't really talk a whole lot about my thoughts on the line and what I think they should do with it, but also just to keep you up to date on like what's going on with it. So I would say the biggest news really is that the line is doing well. So it's not dead or anything. It's not canceled. It's not coming to an end or anything like that. It is still going strong. Wave 2, we should get Wave 2 in our hands by the end of this year, or according to Big Bad Toy Store, they got it for October 2024. But knowing how Big Bad Toy Store is, I wouldn't I wouldn't really trust that date because things could always really change. But we should get Wave 2 in our hands by the end of this year. Wave 3 is currently in tooling, which is nice. So we won't get Wave 3 in hands by this year. We will definitely get it next year. But I believe he said that it's possible we could get pre-orders from it by like the end of this year. Depending on like, when they'll be actually finished. And another big news is that we could possibly see Wave 4 at San Diego Comic Con. And this isn't coming from me, like I'm not like, guess or anything like that. They actually did ask him if Wave 4 was going to happen at San Diego Comic Con, and the answer was maybe. It's possible, but yeah, I thought that was exciting right there. But I think the biggest excitement here for me is that the line is still going strong, and Wave 3 is currently in the works, and we could possibly see Wave 4. So that's just nice right there. Now, the reason why the line may seem like it was probably dying or so, it's because it had a rough start. The figures was going through a few hiccups, and so some things had to get tweaked. The biggest one was Fireman because he came out a little bit later. If I remember correctly, I think it has something to do with his shoulder. I don't remember the exact issue, but I know it has something to do with his shoulder. And this was coming from like an older interview. And yeah, small things like that can like delay a figure. There's just like the smallest things that can like really just delay a figure. There is a big question that I see a lot, and that question is, where can I find these figures in stores? So as of right now, these figures are only in online retailers, at least in the US. I believe like in overseas, people are able to find these in like stores really, but in the US, Target doesn't carry the Mega Man line, so you're not going to see these on like Target or GameStop. So those right there were the biggest updates going on for the Mega Man line in the interview. They also showed off Wave 2 in hands, which looks really good. I'm really excited for that. So when Wave 2 was first revealed, I was liking the approach that they were doing. The first thing I thought of was maybe they were just going to do Mega Man 1, and then they were going to continue with 2 and then 3, and so on, really, because I know the Mega Man line is different with the Street Fighter, because with Street Fighter, they're just trying to complete the roster for Ultra Street Fighter 2, while with Mega Man, it's different actually. It's kind of like June's just kind of picking on like pretty much what he thinks looks really cool, which I didn't even know. I thought it was just gonna be Mega Man 1 and then 2 and 3 and so on, but obviously we didn't see that because Wave 3, we got different Robot Masters. So Wave 3, I thought we were just going to get Guts Man and Bomb Man. But no, we ended up getting Bubble Man and Wood Man, which that caught me by surprise. And then I also wasn't expecting the unhelmeted Mega Man figure. I thought it was going to be, another power-up, like, I don't know, like Firestorm or Rolling Cutter, just another power-up pretty much. since we got Hyper Bomb Mega Man. So the way how June is doing the Mega Man line is, as of right now, and this is what he said in an interview, but he's pretty much just choosing on which character he thinks looks cool. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really mind that because again, Wave 3 caught me by surprise. So it's kind of like now it's like you don't even know who's gonna be next, and I feel like that makes it more exciting. The fact that he goes by just what looks cool and what we can expect is actually just really cool because there's still a lot you can choose from. I mean, there's like Metal Man, Guts Man. I think Guts Man is just cool, but a part of me is just saying that just because I really like Guts Man. There's Skull Man, there's Galaxy Man. Like, there's definitely a lot of Robot Masters you can choose from, and even if there's a point to where maybe there's going to be another character rather than two Robot Masters that you can do, you can still do other characters like, whether it's Proto Man or, Auto or Duo, or even you can even throw in Dr. Wily. I mean, you might as well, you got all these Robot Masters, and it's like, I think at some point you would probably want a Dr. Wily. It would still be cool to just get another Wily, especially like design wise. I've always liked the design where he has like the skull, like a belt buckle. I've always liked that design. But the first design is still cool too if you want to do that. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Mega Man is going to be in every wave, which, I mean, it is Mega Man, and Mega Man has a bunch of, colored power-ups that he does, so you can always throw that into another wave, really. The problem is, though, is, at least for me, I don't really care about having the variants because, that's Mega Man's thing, really. So I don't mind if they did that in every wave or so. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the interchangeable heads, because I really wish you could just interchange like the faceplates, because Hyper Bomb Mega Man comes with a new expression, but I really like the angry expression on the Mega Man, like the regular Mega Man. So if these new Mega Man variants are coming with like a new expression, that's gonna suck because you can't switch around these heads. They can only stay on to like what figure they came with, really. So I wish there was just a way where it was like similar to D-Arts where you could just interchange the faces, really, and just put it on, like any Mega Man figure. That would have been really cool. So yeah, that's just the only thing I'm not a fan of. But it is cool that, like, I'm sure each Mega Man variant is gonna come with like a new, accessory. Like whether it's the scissors from Cutman, or the, the Thunderbolt from Elect Man, something like that, really. For me, what I want in the Jada Toys Mega Man line, and this is, just my opinion, this is something that I would personally want, and I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with this, but I think as of right now, they should just only stick with just classic Mega Man. Like, just stick with just the classic Mega Man. Don't move on to anything else for a while, because I feel like when it comes to Mega Man X or Battle Network, I would just leave that with Kotobukiya, because they're already on top of that and they're still doing reissues of X and Zero. Leave that to them, and Bandai has done a ton of X stuff anyway. I'm cool with that. I think for the most part, like, just keeping it like all Robot Masters is like probably the best way to go, because that's just something that's always an issue with Mega Man toy lines. And they don't always have to do like two Robot Masters in every wave, really. I wouldn't mind that, but there can be times to where they can do, Mega Man and Proto Man and then a Robot Master, or Mega Man and Duo and a Robot Master, or Mega Man and Wily and a Robot Master. Like, they can change it up a bit. And as for Mega Man, I mean, he can change too. They can do a Mega Man from how he looked in Mega Man 11. They can do Mega Man in his casual clothes. They can do, Rush Jet Adapter Mega Man, Super Mega Man, yeah, something like that, really, And I mean, Rush could always get his own figure too. I don't know if they're gonna like put him in like some sort of pack with Mega Man, but if they were gonna do Rush by himself, I mean, that could still work too. They can do something where like he comes with interchangeable parts to make him into like Rush Coil, or Rush Jet, or Rush Marine. Like, they can definitely do some things. Like, there's a lot of things that they can really do. I'm just kind of like, just spitballing here what they can do here, but like there is like a lot of stuff that they can do. I think the biggest thing for me is the Robot Masters, because I could be wrong, but I think still to this day, the Ruby Spears Mega Man toy line still has the most Robot Masters in the Mega Man toy line, because they made like 7 Robot Masters and they only did like 2 waves, and that was what, 1995. That was like 28 years ago, man. 28 years ago. And Jazzwares, they were really close to this because they were planning on making a bunch too, man. We were supposed to get like Woodman, Fireman, Snake Man, and you know, Iceman too. We never got Iceman. You know, you look at the back of the box, and I remember like we were supposed to get like an Iceman or a Woodman, and they never came out. So it's just wild that we never got that. And now, you know, we got Jada that finally did Woodman and Iceman. You know, so yeah, it's just things like that to where I'm like, yo, if they continue like just doing Robot Masters, man, that is going to be wild. Like, they're doing something that another toy line, another Mega Man toy line has never did, where if they just keep putting out like these crazy amount of Robot Masters, especially characters that don't even have action figures, you know. And again, you know, Jazzwares, they've had it planned too. You know, we were supposed to get like Metal Man and Skull Man, and heck, they were even going to do some more characters from Mega Man X too, you know. So yeah, I think if Jada Toys just kind of continue the Robot Master train, like just constantly just put out as many as they can, I would honestly love that. I really would, because I really would like to see that. And you know, at some point he can throw in a Proto Man, he can throw in a base. They can do Jada next level stuff. We can get extra stuff with Mega Man with extra parts. Maybe Mega Man can come with like Eddie and Beat. You know, some more E-Tanks. Yellow Devil would be pretty cool too. Breakman, holy crap. Sniper Joe. Oh man, they can do enemies too. I didn't even think about that. But anyway, I'm rambling right now. So yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about. So yeah, those are the updates, and then, you know, just the takes I want to talk about there. But my question is, let me know, what are you guys' thoughts on this in the comments down below. As always, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until then, take care, my friends.